This is the big one. The time has finally come to learn the Dragon Ball Daima release date, but more than that, there are more details that I'm going to be going over that you might not see a lot of people going over. You're going to see some headlines that Dragon Ball Daima release date finally revealed, but there's something in the article that they revealed that I'm sure not a lot of other people are going to pick up on, so we're going to be going over that as well. But yeah, we've come a long way from this initial trailer. And what's interesting is all the episodes of this series are completed already. We'll get into that and what that could mean for the future of this anime. As you can see there, it's the 40th anniversary celebration, and yeah, we'll get into that. So basically, DBS Hype posted this. I think he was the first one to break the news. Dragon Ball Daima broadcast begins October 11th, every Friday at 11:40 p.m. Japan time. First episode broadcast will be expanded by 11 minutes. So normally you'll have your typical anime episode that's about 20 minutes. This premiere is going to be about 30 minutes, give or take. Maybe 35 minutes, something like that. So I saw this and I was like, that's big. I got to make a video on it. And then, of course, Geekdom 101 saw this from the Super Twitter page. He says, Superhero will be airing on TV for the first time 1 week before Daima premieres. No special extras for this. Just a theatrical version on TV in Japan, which is pretty cool. But let's go back to the Daima information. It's premiering October 11th. That's the same day that Sparking Zero is releasing. So we're going to have Sparking Zero and Daima release on the same day as a big Dragon Ball celebration. That's going to be really cool for me because of my Dragon Discourse podcast. Hopefully you guys are tuning in for that. So we'll probably be going live maybe the weekend after Dragon Ball Daima premieres. We got a little expanded Dragon Ball Daima premiere, so that's going to be fun, and I'm going to be having a lot of fun with Sparking Zero. Anyway, let's get into this article where they actually broke down everything that was announced, because this was announced during some sort of panel thing. So this is from Mantan Web. This is a Japanese webpage. It has been announced that Fuji Television will be launching a new nationwide anime time slot every Friday at 11:40 p.m. in October. This is like some sort of unprecedented thing for Fuji TV. The first episode will be a completely new series of the anime Dragon Ball based on the popular manga by late Akira Toriyama called Dragon Ball Daima, which will be broadcast from 11:40 on October 11th. The first episode will be extended by 10 minutes. Right, we already went over that. The announcement was made at a program reorganization announcement held at Fuji TV's headquarters on September 2nd, so breaking news. Programming director Nakajima Yuichi said, all episodes of Dragon Ball Daima are done. That's big. That's like the bombshell announcement that I'm sure not a lot of other people are going to be picking up on, which is understandable. You know, everybody's going to be focusing on the premiere date and the synergy with Sparking Zero, and that's going to be exciting, of course. But this is like the big bombshell announcement for me. But let's just go ahead and get into the rest of the article, and then we'll go back to what this could mean. Regarding the broadcast time slot, he explained, since it's a new work, we want it to be watched by a nationwide network. Until now, it was also broadcast on Sunday mornings. This is also big. We'll also talk about this. But Sunday mornings are not a nationwide network. We are also aiming for a time slot that Dragon Ball fans and the target audience can easily watch. He expressed his expectations for this work and said, I hope we can spread the image that, after all, it's Fuji TV for anime. It's an anime commemorating the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball and is the first new series in about 6 years since Dragon Ball Super, which ended in March 2018. Toriyama passed away in March this year due to acute subdural hematoma, which was in charge of the story, character design, settings, etc. And then they just talk about Dragon Ball as a series overall. And yeah, they basically go over about how Dragon Ball Super was a completely new series by Toriyama from 2015 to 2018. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this. All episodes of Daima are done. This is big. This is huge. This is gigantic. So a lot of people were very unhappy with how Super was handled, with how, you know, it was like an ongoing anime television series. They were basically just going to keep going and going and going until they ran out of steam, which they did at about episode 130. And obviously everybody knows, I don't have to go over it, everybody knows about the disastrous behind the scenes stuff with the Battle of Gods and Resurrection F arcs, and how they didn't have a lot of time to actually animate this stuff before it premiered. This time though, all episodes of Dragon Ball Daima are done. Now, how far ahead did they work? Are we looking at a 20 episode series, a 40 episode series? We don't know. But what we do know is this is a limited series. Now, I don't mean limited as in how us in the West consider it, like 8 episodes done or anything like that. When I'm saying limited, I mean they have a set number of episodes that they're not going to go past. Like, they're not just going to start off with 20 episodes and then animate as the series goes on indefinitely for like 100 episodes. They could have already animated 100 episodes first before they premiered the first episode, you know what I'm saying? But they're saying all episodes of Dragon Ball Daima are done. If they do have like 100 episodes in the can and like that's the entire run of Dragon Ball Daima, that would be really impressive. But what I take this to mean is it might be like a 20 episode, 30 episode, 40 episode series. We're not sure yet. They haven't made any announcements, but it's all done. So that's gigantic news. So we're probably not looking at like a 130 episode run like Dragon Ball Super had, unless they just work that far in advance, which again, it's entirely possible they did. I'm not sure how this is going to be working because they're talking about it like it's an unprecedented thing. Because if you look here, Super was broadcast on Sunday mornings, but with Daima, they're changing it to Friday nights, which for us in the West, that would be about 10:40 a.m., I believe, because of Eastern Standard Time is where I'm at. So if you have like a different time zone, you can go ahead and do your own math there, but I believe it will be 10:40 a.m. And that's kind of exciting for me. Number one, that's just for me personally because of my schedule. Like, as far as like the time I have the most free time, my free time will be Friday. So as like from a content creator brain, that's amazing because that'll be like my weekend starts off. I get my free time to actually make content on the episodes. This is like the perfect situation for me personally. And it's a lot better than us having to watch it whenever it would premiere Sundays, and we would like wake up on the Sundays and watch it or whatever, depending on your time zone. Again, it might be different from what time you watched Super. It might be different for you guys, but yeah, this is huge. This is everything we've been wanting. But yeah, it says it's an anime commemorating the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball. So again, like I was saying, if it's a 40th anniversary, they're saying it's specifically for the 40th anniversary, and all the episodes are completed. I'm thinking it's a more limited series. Now, if we do get 100 episodes, that's great, that's awesome, but what they're saying here is all episodes of Daima are done. So that's that as far as the news is concerned. And yeah, guys, obviously, everybody's excited about this stuff. I'm excited about it. I don't know a single person who isn't excited about Daima. Well, actually, that's a lie. Now I'm hyping it up too much. There's plenty of people that don't want this, but I'm pretty sure whenever we actually get it, they may change their minds. And if it is like a limited series, maybe they're leaving some room for Super the anime to come back. But again, that could be some copium from me because of how badly I want the Super anime to come back. I'm not one of those people that think that the Daima anime doesn't need to come out. I'm actually excited for Daima, but I also think that it should be an opportunity for Super to come back after Daima, if that makes sense. And that could be possible if this is just like I said, a limited thing. All the episodes are done, so it shouldn't be a situation where it's held back and Super can't come out because of Daima, because Daima may end way sooner than Super ended, you know? Anyways, that's about all the news I have to talk about today. There were a couple Sparking Zero things that came out, but it was just renders of the characters. I don't really think it's newsworthy. This video, I just wanted to focus on Dragon Ball Daima and the release time as well as the episode count. Again, we don't know the episode count, but the fact that we know it's not going to be like an ongoing indefinite thing like Super was is pretty exciting. We know, and it's going to be freaking gorgeous. Like, this is the animation quality that we'll be getting right here, guys. So yeah, this is really awesome. This is like a best case situation for us, so yeah, everybody needs to get excited. If you're not excited, please be optimistic about this. I'm not like paid to tell you to be optimistic. This is just me coming at you as a fan to other fans. This is Toriyama's last work, and at least that we know of, and it's at least looks gorgeous. You can't deny that. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for this one. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary, and I will see you in the next one. Peace off.